present Chicago White Sox baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group.
We are coming to you from the city beautiful, Chicago, Illinois, where this afternoon, Comcast Sportsnet presents White Sox baseball. It's Paul Konerko, Adam Dunn, Alex Rios and the Sox as they get set to butt heads with Albert Pujols, Mike Trout, and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Ken Harrelson with Steve Stone as we get set to bring you the finale of this three-game set, and it will be the rubber match. As you know, in the first game, in 10 innings, we won it 8-6. Big two-run homer by Alex Rios. And last night, in 10 innings, they won it 6-5. Base hit by Howard Kendrick. So the Sox come in at 58-48, game and a half in front of the top. And this afternoon, making his second start in the Sox uniform, Francisco Liriano.
Looking forward to seeing what Francisco brings to the park today, because the last time he pitched here, we really roughed him up. And career-wise, against these Angels, he's 1-4 with an ERA about 7.5. However, last time out against Minnesota, his first time out in the Sox uniform, he was brilliant through 6. Now, he walked 4 guys, struck out 8, piled up the pitches, and got a no decision in that one. But A.J. said his stuff was just unbelievable, and hopefully today that continues. Dan Herron goes to the mound for the Angels. He's 8-8 this year, his ERA in the low 4s. He's lost velocity. Gone are the days when he could throw 93, 94, and then use that splitter and wipe you out. So he's really struggled. He's a good battler. Quite obviously, he knows what he's doing. He's quite a few games over 500. But right now, he's probably the guy you want to face. Let's see if we can take 2 or 3 from the Angels.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down. White Sox baseball coming your way.
White Sox baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all, Ford. Drive one. The new wireless receiver from AT&T Uverse. Visit att.com/freeyourtv. Rethink possible. BMO Harris Bank. Helping money make sense. BMO Harris Bank, NA member FDIC. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com for a free rate quote. And by Toyota, with great specials on fuel-efficient vehicles. Right now, you can get a lot for less at your local Toyota dealer.
1-degree day. It's absolutely gorgeous at the park. Now for the Miller time, starting Angel lineup. Mike Trout, everything leading off, and it's Hunter, Pujols, Trumbo, Kendrick, Castro, Torres, Peter Borges in the lineup today with Wilson catching. The defense, and on the lineup behind Liriano, Viciedo, Diaza, and Rios. In the infield, Euclid, Ramirez, Beckham, and Dunn. Tyler Flowers gets a nod behind the plate. And our Lexus pursuing perfection starting pitcher is Francisco Liriano. Got a tough lifetime against these Angels. There's some gaudy numbers against him. But he threw brilliantly last time out. Hopefully, a little more of the same here today. And the umpires for the game today. Dana DeMute, the crew chief behind the plate. Doug Eddings, Lance Barrett, and Paul Noward at third. So as the umpires wait for the clock to strike 1:10, we have a sea of red on the field. We're wearing our Sunday reds. They are wearing their road reds and grays. So we're ready to play baseball. I'm ready to turn it over to my play-by-play partner, Ken Harrelson.
Hi, Steve. Thank you. And once again, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to White Sox baseball right here on Comcast Sportsnet. So happy you could join us for the finale and the rubber match of this 3-game set. And, of course, the third game of this 10-day, 9-game homestand. Starting tomorrow, Kansas City, and over the weekend, finish it off with 3 against Oakland. And here's the first pitch of the ball game, and Mike Trout is taken for a strike. Trout hitting at .349, 19 homers, 57 knocked in. 4 for 10 in this series with a blast, a long home run. And that's fouled back. Very quickly, the count 0-2. Angels come in hitting at .271 as a club with a 3.96 ERA. And this is the 5th meeting of the year between these two clubs. In the first 4, we have split them. Inside, 1-2. Trout has faced Liriano twice. He has 1 hit. He gone.
Good changeup by Liriano, who consistently throws that changeup 87, 88 miles an hour. Look at the movement on this. It just dies low and away. And one of the big speed men in the game is kept off base.
Here's Torrey Hunter. Torrey at .294. 11 homers, 51 knocked in. 4 for 10 against his former teammate. And here at the ballpark, 330 down the left field line, 335 down the right field line, 375 in the gaps, and 400 straightaway center. Said hard but foul. Thank you. Just a hard strike.
Don Cooper has already tried to work, not miracles certainly, because it's just fine tuning with Liriano with his stuff. He's already told him to stand a little taller, take advantage of his height, make sure you have a downward plane on your slider, and hopefully the control will come along with it.
1-2.
Good break on that one. You see by the Nissan pitch tracks that it was low and out of the zone, but too tempting to lay off.
Two and two the count with Albert Pujols on deck.
That's the same pitch he struck out Trout, but Hunter would have none of it.
And a payoff. That's into left field. Tank. 2 down. And the perfect way to face Albert Pujols. 2 out, nobody on.
And looking at the Pujols numbers against Liriano, it's somewhat unbelievable for the quality of a hitter that Albert is. And you look at those numbers, he didn't hit his first home run this year till May 6th. And everybody with that Angel organization very much concerned.
First pitch strike. Pujols hitting at 289, 24 homers and 76 knocked in. 4 for 10 in this series with 2 homers. And lifetime against Laureano 0 for 11.
Look at what he did the first 35 games and then the next 71 as he got acclimated to the league and how they're trying to pitch him.
Two balls and a strike. Angels come in 28 and 28 on the road. They are 30 and 22 at home. That's a line drive. Tank either lost it or misjudged it a little bit, and they say no.
He probably lost it and misjudged it. As Lance Barrett, who was right out there, says no, he didn't hold on to it long enough. The rule says you have to take the ball out of your glove with control. Well, right there you can see he has no control anyway. But Robin's going to come out. Obviously, he doesn't have the benefit of slowing it down and taking a look and seeing that really Viciedo never had the ball.
So that'll be the 31st double for Pujols. And bring up Mark Trumbo. Trumbo hitting at 292, 28 homers, 72 knocked in. 1 for 9 in this series. Big hack, no contact. Trumbo is 3 for 10 against Laureano, and of the 3 hits, 1 of them stayed in the park. And as we speak, top of the 4th in Detroit, Cleveland leading 3-2. Oh, 0-2 the count, and the Indians, well, they're trying to break an 8-game losing streak. They are 8.5 games back of our Sox. Here you go. And that'll do it after a half inning of play. It's the Halos nothing and the good guys coming to bat.
Line them up today. It's going to be Diaz, Euclid, Dunn, Canerco, Rios, Ramirez, Viciedo, Flowers behind the plate, and Gordon Beckham at second and hitting ninth. The defense, and on the lineup behind Dan Herron. Trout, Borges, and Hunter in the outfield. Diasco is Turris, Kendrick, and Pujols. Wilson behind the plate, and our Lexus pursuing perfection starting pitcher is Dan Herron. Herron 7 years in a row has had at least 35 starts, so he's been remarkably durable. This year, few too many hits per innings pitched.
And before we show you our picks to click, you'll home select yours as Diaz takes down low. Alejandro hitting at .292, 6 homers, 43 driven in. Sox come in hitting at .258 as a club with a 4.00 ERA. Sox 28 and 23 here at home. 30 and 25 on the road.
Herron 7 years in a row has gone well in excess of 200 innings.
As Asim on the inside corner.
That kind of wear and tear could possibly have led to a drastic decrease in velocity.
Ball hit hard, but just a hard foul ball.
Most wins since 2005. Sabathia, Halladay, Verlander. And right there with the big boys, Dan Herron.
Kendrick, and it's out number 1. So here's Uke. Uke, here's what he did yesterday.
Taking advantage of Santana, who has had a difficult time keeping the ball in the ballpark. And then LaTroy Hawkins to tie that game at 5.
So Uke hitting at .243, 11 homers, 39 knocked in. Takes first pitch strike. Lifetime against Herron, has faced him 16 times, has 3 hits.
Herron came up as a fireballer with St. Louis. Now he's turned into a split finger fastball pitcher, and there it is.
Well, he's 31 years old, 6'5", 215 pounds, out of Irvine, California. 23 games over 500. Three and 1 to count with Dunn on deck. And there's ball 4. So here's Adam. Adam at .209, 31 homers, 74 knocked in.
We'll talk with Herron about his early years with St. Louis, and he said he came up with a 4-seam fastball. That was all he had. He said all the pitchers in the Cardinal organization were taught a 2-seam fastball that they could sink. Consequently, throwing ground balls and taking advantage of what at the time was a terrific infield.
Herron out of Pepperdine University. Turns that one over, and the count 1-1. Paulie on deck. That one at 83, down low, couldn't get it. Out in front, and the count 1-2.
Three times Herron has led his league in starts. So he will take the baseball.
Nicknamed the Caveman. He is of Irish and Mexican descent. Two down.
Our Nissan pitch tracks, and that ball drifts. But Adam didn't think it drifted enough. Unfortunately, Dana DeMuth has a deciding vote, and he rung him up.
Paulie at 315, 17 homers, 53 knocked in. Took that pitch nicely. And there's a base hit. Reached out, hooked it right back through the middle.
Foley went down out of the strike zone. Apparently saw it pretty well. And puts two on with two out here in the first.
That'll bring up Alex Rios, hitting at 317, 18 long ones, 68 driven in. 4 for 10 in this series with 2 homers, a game winner in the opener, and he also has driven in 5. Takes first pitch strike.
Aaron has given up the second most home runs on his team with 18 in 116 innings, and for him that's a high total.
Very quickly, nothing in 2 to Rios.
Those are some pretty impressive numbers. Since May 24th, he's gotten even hotter.
Tries to ace him on the outside. Popped up into center field. Borges. And that'll retire the side. We threaten, can't score. After 1, no score.
Miller time later in the game, brought to you by Miller Lite.
Howie Kendrick will lead it off here in the top of the second inning. No score. Kendrick drove in the winning run in the top of the 10th last night with a single, knocking in Callaspo, who had doubled. Takes first pitch strike. Kendrick hitting at 283, 5 homers and 38 driven in. Oh, and 2. Mariano has had a big time problem with this ball club in his career. 1-4 with a 7.44 ERA.
Some pretty lofty numbers against Liriano. But this might be a different Liriano than Kendrick's used to facing.
Just got a piece of it.
This season alone, Liriano has been touched up pretty good by these Angels.
He gone. Third strikeout.
Throws that changeup up and away. His changeup is just about as hard as a lot of Major League pitchers' fastballs.
We're all right. The Bertucci boys in the house. Bobby, Bruno, Anthony, and of course, Giggs. Can't forget about Giggs. As here's the 1-0. 1-1. Fights that one off, and the count goes to 1-2.
It was Callaspo's double in the 10th inning that turned out to be the winning run. Kendrick drove him in, but with 2 outs, nobody on, you can see the disparity. Right-handed, Callaspo is a little more dangerous.
Wouldn't chase after that one. Piazza. Can of corn. 2 down.
With the last 2 extra inning games, Robbins had to go to the bullpen for the same 4 guys in a row both nights. Jones, Myers, Crane, and Thornton. So the one thing he'd like out of Liriano, keep the pitch count to a minimum and go very deep into this one.
As Torres takes a strike. That's out of play right side. So the count hangs at 1-2 to the 31-year-old switch hitting shortstop. They have 3 switch hitters on this ball club. Kendrick Morales the other. He's not playing today. And Callaspo. And there's the line drive base hit. This little guy just wears us out. Now 4 for 11 in the series.
That cutter up a little too high. And as Torres was able to get a good look at it. One thing you always have to watch with Borges, and that's always, depending on whether he's playing or not. Because if he's playing, he's always a bunt possibility.
His Turris a .322 lifetime hitter against Sox pitching. Borges hitting at .226, 3 homers and 19 driven in. And yet with all that speed he has, which he has in abundance, he was just 2 for 3 in stolen bases. Last year he had .271, 12 homers, knocked in 43. So he's got a little pop. He also had 11 triples.
Talking with Jose Mota, one of the fine broadcasters of this Angel staff, he said there's nothing wrong with Borges' ability. He says it's terrific. He just has not found many opportunities to get a chance to play. But if they ever want to put him on the market, they'd have a lot of people very interested in him. Just 159 at bats to this point, when most of the regulars are right in the high threes, maybe even 400 at bats. But against Liriano, he's had a pretty good run at it.
His Turris is sneaky, 14 for 15. And that stolen base category. Outfield straight up. 2 out, top of the second, no score if you're just tuning in. And that's into center field. Another can of corn. That'll retire the side. After an inning and a half, nada. First partner in broadcasting back in 1975, Dick Stockton, one of the great all-comprehensive announcers in the game today. Is terrific in basketball, football, baseball. And on the left of your screen, another good friend, Hall of Famer, maybe one of the top 2 or 3 greatest relievers in the history of the game, Dennis Eckersley, doing the game today for TBS. But right here, we're in the bottom of the second. Alexei takes ball 1. Alexei hitting at .269, 4 homers, 49 knocked in. He's 4 for 8 in this series. One and one to count. Viciedo on deck, Flowers in the hole. 2-2.
Last 26 games, Alexei has been awfully hot, playing a good defense, and really starting to sting the ball.
Is Turris, and that is one down. Oh boy, wow. 37 years ago. Dick was a rookie announcer, as was that big nose guy on the left. We had some fun. So here is Viciedo. Tank hitting at 249, 16 homers, 51 knocked in. But he is 0 for 8 in this series. Oh, and 2 the count. And John Danks, well, Johnny, scheduled to undergo surgery tomorrow. But he's in good care. Dr. Greg Nicholson, Dr. Tony Romeo. Assisted by Dr. Charles Bush Joseph and Dr. Nick Verma.
You got to look at John. He's going in with a whole lot of confidence. Now, they don't know exactly what they're going to find when they go in there, and that will, of course, determine the rehab, how long, how arduous it's going to be. But John's a hard worker, so he'll get back as quickly as he can.
That's out of play right side. And for some of you who did not know, Dr. Tony Romeo, the one who did the latissimus dorsi operation on Jake Peavy, first time that's ever been done on a major league player. And he told me before the operation that he expected it to be 100%, and he was right on the money. Two and two. And another.
There's a look at Jake, who is putting together a pretty strong year. He's been dependable. He's gone out there. Now he's going to enjoy a couple extra days rest before he goes to the mound against Kansas City. But you got to keep the boys healthy, and that's the reason for the 6-man rotation.
Good eye, good take. And also the thought about keeping that bullpen healthy. Payoff pitch. And right now let's check out our Farmers Insurance picks to click as Tyler Flowers comes to the plate. Savannah Joe, our director of the crew. We went with Adam. Steve's going with Alexei. And Tommy Sheridan, Rich Kuchar, Lindsey Jordan, Sam Lawson, Jeff Bogacki, John Marchalewski, Rob Boaz. We're going to go with the guy at the plate right now, Tyler Flowers. Takes that pitch low and away. Tyler hitting at 198. A couple of homers. He's driven in 3. And the count 2-0. Good pass at that, just underneath it, and that's backing out of play. Oh, 2-0 for their guys, 0-1-0 for our guys here in the bottom of the second, if you're just joining us.
The Angels knew this was going to be a very tough road trip for them. It started at the end of July with 4 against Texas. They split those. 3 with us here. It's 1-1 there. And then they go to Oakland for a red-hot Oakland team for 3 to end the road trip.
So 1-2-3 inning, couple of strikeouts. He has 3 now. And we're into the third. In the end zone with Bears running back Matt Forte. Hear why he has no regrets on waiting to sign his new contract, plus adapting to a new offensive coordinator and his personal advice for your fantasy team. Sit down with Forte tonight at 10 on Sportsnet Central, only on Comcast Sportsnet. Bobby Wilson, the catcher, will lead it off against Liriano. First ball, Hunting pops it up. Beckham. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Radical departure in pitches from the last time out against Minnesota, where you know that Francisco had a lot of adrenaline, was throwing the ball probably a little bit harder than he's thrown in recent starts. That's to be expected against your former team, the team that just traded you away. But today he's kept the pitches to a minimum, just 35 here in the 3rd inning.
That'll bring up Trout. Struck out on a good changeup down and away. Two 2-0 the count. 20-year-old, soon to be 21 in 2 days. Two out. So 2 quick out, and that'll bring up the right fielder, Torrey Hunter. He went out to our left field, to Seattle. Make your plans to be with us tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday. Tomorrow, Chris Sale against Luis Mendoza. On Tuesday, Jake Peavy against Bruce Chin or Cy Chin. Then on Wednesday, Quintana against Guthrie. If you can't make it to the ballpark tomorrow night, it'll be over WCIU, and then Tuesday and Wednesday right back here on Comcast Sportsnet. And a big White Sox shout out to Gloria Meismer and her family. There's some visitors from Seattle in. Jimmy Olsen and crew. Take care of them, Gloria. I know they're a mess. Big Sox fans. Huge Sox fans. Two and two the count. There you go. That didn't take long.
Who was the last Angel pitcher to win 20 games and also the Cy Young Award? They've had some good pitchers over the years, so you think about that. We'll get back to you a little later on with the answer.
No score, bottom of the third. Beckham, Diaza, Youkilis to face the 31-year-old right-hander Dan Herron. Takes strike one.
Herron's using a cutter to go along with that fastball and splitter.
Gordon looking for his first hit of the series. He's 0 for 7. Now 0 for 8.
For Dan Herron, who used to have a big fastball, those aren't the days any longer, but he was always a strikeout pitcher. Since 2005, it's Sabathia, then Herron, then Hernandez, Verlander, and Burnett. So there's some really good stuff top to bottom on that list of most strikeouts, as you would expect. But the velocity now for Dan Herron, he is a terrific pitcher, and he's had to because the velocity is down.
Piazza grounded out to second. Breaking ball, no. Euclid on deck. And down in the hole. Outfield, slightly to the left, spread out. And that has popped up. Trout takes charge. 2 down.
One thing about Trout, when I talked to Mike Sochi, he said I can put him anywhere in the outfield and feel absolutely as comfortable. Said he's a terrific center fielder, but when I do decide to play Borges, I put Borges in center, move Trout to a corner, whichever corner.
Here's Uke. He walked. Takes ball 1. Count evens. 0-2-0 for the Angels. 0-1-0 for our Sox here in the finale, the rubber match of this 3-game set. We won the opener 8-6, 10 innings. 2-run homer by Rios. They won 10 innings last night, 6-5. RBI single by Howie Kendrick.
Well, Cleveland shot into the lead 4-3, and Detroit wasted no time in tying the game at 4 in the bottom of the 5th.
And giving you a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Outside, inside. And the 2-2 pitch. It's full. Yankees leading Seattle 3-2. That's in the top of the 5th in the Bronx. Pittsburgh leading Cincinnati 4-2, top of the 6th in Cincinnati. Red Sox shutting out Minnesota 2-0, top of the 4th at Fenway. Washington leading the Marlins 4-0, bottom of the 4th in D.C. High in the center field. Borges back near. Carlton Fisk out there calls it in. That is 7 in a row retired by Heron, and we'll go to the bottom of the check that. We'll go to the top of the 4th.
From Taco Bell.
No score, top of the 4th inning. It'll be Pujols, Trumbo, and Kendrick to face Liriano. Pujols has a double line shot, low line drive in left field. Tank's got a glove on, could not hold on to it on a diving effort. One hopper. One out. And Tuesday, August 21st is the Green Game powered by Constellation. First 10,000 fans will receive a White Sox reusable bag presented by Constellation Energy. That's Tuesday, August 21st. Trumbo struck out swinging on a breaking ball.
He made Trumbo look pretty bad, and Trumbo has been a very good hitter this year. But he's having a little trouble with that hard, late breaking slider.
Arizona leading the Phillies 3-2, bottom of the fifth at Citizens Bank. Atlanta won, Houston nothing. Bottom of the fifth down in Georgia. 2-1 to count to Trumbo, 26-year-old.
Atlanta lost a game in the standings to Washington. Washington at 64-43. One of the huge stories of this season. As is, when will they shut down Steven Strasburg?
Outfield straight up. Small gap out there in right center. Trumbo, it doesn't make any difference if he hits it hard. I don't care where you play. Up high, full count. So the first walk issued by Liriano comes with one out here in the fourth inning. Here's Kendrick. He also struck out his first trip. Got plenty of time.
It was a good idea. The execution left something to be desired because he bunted it way too hard. And Euclid had a very easy play. Euclid even with the bag. Kendrick makes too much contact, doesn't deaden the ball, and he's thrown out by 3 steps.
Alberto Callaspo went out to Diaza. Talk about his tourist, Callaspo. His tourist being a 322 lifetime hitter. Callaspo, 320 lifetime hitter against us. Payne into behind. One and one to count. Watch out. 2-1.
Didn't miss Callaspo by much. You got that back elbow out of the way. Normally, if it clears the front elbow, you're going to get hit in the forearm or the back elbow. But he emerged unscathed.
Adam will suck that one up, and that'll retire the side. We've completed 3.5, scoreless.
To win 20 games and also the Cy Young Award. And the answer? None other than the venerable Bartolo Colon, who's still winning games for Oakland. 2005, he won 21 games for these same Angels.
Adam Dunn will lead it off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Struck out, called out his first trip. Jacks it up in the count 2-0. Konerko on deck, Rios in the hole. Adam with those 31 homers, 74 knocked in, and also 79 walks. Up high, 3-1.
Torrey Hunter is almost on the track in right field.
And there's the dreaded leadoff walk. And here comes Paulie. And a reminder, Sox fans, join us on Friday at 7:10 as our Sox take on the Oakland A's. Join us because of country music night and fireworks presented by Pepsi. That's Friday, 7:10. Sox versus the A's. Paulie singled right up the middle. Takes that fastball up high at 87.
Aaron came very close to not hesitating. And I'm sure with Lance Barrett looking right at him, you better take a 1 second pause.
That strike evens the count at 1. Paulie with a good approach to that. Underneath it.
Last inning, I really liked what Dana DeMuth did behind the plate. Wilson threw the ball to second base to start the inning off, and the ball hit in the dirt. And as soon as DeMuth saw that, he went around, asked for the ball back, and then gave a new one to Dan Hara. That's an old catcher's trick. Let the pitcher throw a scuffed baseball at the beginning of an inning, and he'll get a lot more movement. But Dana took it out of the game.
Paulie now 5 for 14 lifetime off Heron. And there's another base hit. So trouble of brewing for the Angels here in the bottom of the 4th.
That looked like a splitter that didn't split. He got it up too high, and when that comes in, it's very similar to a rolling curveball. Well, a promising start to the 4th.
Here's Rios. Went out to Borges in center. Nice pitch, first pitch.
Here's our AT&T Uverse Multiview.
Made 2 good pitches on him, and the count is 0-2.
Well, they were going for a pickoff at second base. And fortunately, Alex made some contact because Adam had a good secondary lead. Kendrick was on the bag with Wilson ready to throw. And fortunately, the ball was fouled off. But it also vacated the right side if Alex had hit a ground ball that way.
Staying out there 3 times in a row.
Last 34, Alex has been as hot as anybody around. I like the runs batted in and the runs scored at 62 in 34 games. Pretty impressive. Lots of production.
Four in a row out there. 2-2. Good check, full count. Alexei on deck. Ball 4 base hit, Alex. Not a bad pitch, even though it was off the plate. Got to protect.
With just 18 walks this year, you figure if it's close, Alex is going to be hacking.
And that's into center field, Borges. The 1 out.
You're going to get one to fall between Trout and Borges. You better hit it on the line, because if it stays in the air and stays in the ballpark with the speed of those two guys, they're going to pretty much run down anything. So now Mike Butcher comes out, wants to have a word with Dan Herron. He's also got Howie Kendrick in there. And he's got to deal with Ramirez.
So here's Ramirez. Alexei grounded out to his counterpart. Meiser is Torres. First pitch strike.
With runners in scoring position, Alexei has been one of the best in the league. In fact, our ball club is #1 in the American League in that critical department.
Aaron got the benefit. And it puts Alexei in the big hole, 0-2. Good job by Alexei to fight that one off. That's lined into right field. I got a man there. So 2 down. And it's up to Viciedo, who struck out his first trip. He's due. He's been struggling lately. He's 0 for 9 in this series. Demuth giving him a wide plate. We get the first 2 guys on and can't do anything with it. We'll go the 5th. No score. for a post-game fireworks display presented by St. Xavier University. St. Xavier University, success with purpose. That is Saturday, August 25th. Lower third of the Angel order is Turris, Borges, and Wilson. Turris 1 for 1, a single. What new? 0-2-0 the totals on the board for both teams. Fakes the bunt, takes the ball. Count evens. Karams over to Alexei. Can't get him. It's Turris 2 for 2. What new?
Now we have to see if Liriano is okay. As that ball caromed off his leg. It's hit like a rocket right back through the middle. And as Turris does something that you just hate to see. Head first dive into first base. We've seen a lot of guys with thumb problems. A lot of guys dislocate a shoulder. A lot of guys with elbow and hand problems from similar plays. And if you're not trying to avoid a tag, going in head first makes 0 sense. So Hermie ask if he's okay. It looks like Liriano saying I'm fine.
So good speed aboard. He is 14 for 15 on stolen bases.
I would say at this part of the game, even with Wilson coming up next, you would think Borges would be laying one down. And one of their game plans coming in was to try to make Dunn field the ball as much as possible. They have not been able to do it via the bunt so far.
Borges 0 for 1, went out to Diaz in center. Decent lead over there by Turris. Borges. Peter was born in Park Ridge. Son of former Giant outfielder Chris Borges. Takes the bunt, takes the ball. Last year he became the first player in Angels single season history to collect at least 25 doubles, 10 triples, 10 homers, and 20 bases in a season. Outfield straight up, about equidistant. Forget it, forget it, forget it.
Well, that's the plan. Bunt it toward Adam Dunn, make him field the ball. He didn't release quite as soon as he might have, but it's a perfect bunt by Borges. Duan, nobody out.
So that'll bring up Wilson. Now, Liriano maybe suffering some ill effects from that line drive off the leg.
The problem is that's his landing leg. Looked like he caught it just above the knee. And if he doesn't have good balance off that landing leg, then he's got a problem.
So once again, he says he's okay.
Well, now you're going to see another bunt. And Wilson, who's a great handler of the bat, is going to be laying it down. So on the wheel play, Euclid's going to get the sign from the dugout. Probably Joe McEwing is going to give the signs to the rest of the infield. He usually tells the pitcher if he wants him to charge straight ahead or toward the line if he's going to wait back at third. Tyler Flowers goes through the set of signs. He looked over in the dugout. Let's see how they choose to play it.
Wilson 0 for 1, popped up to Beckham. You got Trout on deck. And here goes Wilson with the bunt. Not a good job right there. Just jabs at it. And the count 0-1.
Well, a real good play within the sequence of the wheel play is to use a pick off at second. As Alexei is going to get a chance to get well behind his Torres.
Corners. Here they come. Only play is the first base, so the sacrifice 1-4. So here is Trout.
For the third day in a row, Nate Jones is throwing in the pen. He was the first man out of the chute in both games. Going an inning and a third Friday night, 2/3 last night, and he's up again.
Trout has struck out and grounded to short. So corners in close. Beckham and Alexei back. Ducks on the pond and blocked nicely by Tyler.
Liriano had 6 wild pitches with the Twins, none in his first outing, as Flowers now goes out to have a word with him.
Pitch. Troy Hunter on deck. And then Pujols. No score, top of the 5th inning if you're just tuning in, but they are definitely, yes he did. They are definitely threatening.
RBIs.
July's Player of the Month and also Rookie of the Month.
He's 11 for 12, driving in runs from third base with less than 2 outs, which is remarkable for anybody, let alone a youngster.
That's into center field. And the Angels lead it 1-0. As Torres continues to be a pain in the derriere.
Well, Trout went up there with one game plan, and that was with them in at the corners, he wanted to find one to hit in the air. And he was certainly able to do that. That's the 6th sacrifice fly of the year for Mike Trout.
So here's Hunter. He's gone out to left and struck out. Takes it down low. As we mentioned, Borges with all that speed, only 2 for 3 in stolen bases. That's remarkable. One and one to count to the 37-year-old veteran. Good rip at that one. Meanwhile, the count is 1-2. Troy a little upset with himself. In the past, he has been a good high fastball hitter.
Nissan pitch tracks. I'll show you that that ball had the whole plate and was up in the strike zone.
If Floriano can get out of this with just giving up the one, that will be a good job considering Trout. Nope. There is the out. A good job by Liriano. First 2 men get aboard the sacrifice button, and he had Trout, Hunter with Pujols on deck, and it is 1-0 halfway home. The fifth, 1-4-0 for them, 0-2-0 for us. Dan Herron giving up 2 base hits, both off the bat of Paul Konerko.
Herron does have 1 complete game this year, and that was a shutout.
First pitch to Tyler. Fouls it back. Tyler struck out his first trip. For the most part, Herron has been middle out to all the right-handers. Just an occasional show-me fastball inside off the plate. 1-1 to count. Right there. And count 1-2. Beckham on deck. Piazza in the hole. Ball was way outside, and he just got a piece of it. Good eye, good take. Tyler made a good pass at that, but it's in the seats, foul for a souvenir. Rubber match of this 3-game set. Sox with a 1.5 lead over the Tigers. And a full count. Ball 4, base hit, Tyler. We need you. Has popped up and playable. Pujols taking charge. So out number 1. It'll bring it Beckham. Gordon popped up to his Torres.
Dan Herron throwing a lot of splitters, but not getting the ground balls he would normally get. He has, however, changed speeds, moved the ball around, pitched a no-hit game except for Pauling, who has 2 of them.
And Demuth calls another wide strike. Aaron has been working 2 or 3 inches, 4 inches off that outside corner and getting a lot of them.
Nissan pitch tracks. That ball a little closer than the first pitch, which was called a strike.
One and 2. Finally got a decent pitch to hit and fouls it back. Two down.
Nissan pitch tracks will show you a pretty good pitch. That ball with good movement, and it caught a good part of the plate.
Gaza takes strike 1.
Don Cooper talking it over with Hermie, wanting to know if Liriano is going to go any further. Can he go any further? And will it damage him if he does go any further?
Trout, he can get there. He can cover that ground in a heartbeat. So we have completed 5 and we trail it 1-0. batter's box. Don't miss a minute of the excitement as two diehard Chicago baseball fans put their sports knowledge to the test. The batter's box presented by Midas after postgame live only on Comcast Sportsnet.
Herm Snyder went up to Robin and he said, look, he's got a contusion. It's the right quad. Probably best to get him out of there. Safety first. And Robin says, okay. And on comes Nate Jones.
Pujols takes a breaking ball strike. Pujols has doubled and he is grounded softly down to Youkilis at third.
There are the numbers on Jones at 4-0, ERA 3.25. Now this is his third day in a row, and we'll tell a whole lot about if he maintains his stuff today.
.21 to count to the 32-year-old first baseman. That one at 97. And Jones ahead 1-2. Into right field. Alex. And that's out number one. So here's Trumbo. Struck out and he walked. Outfield straight up. Not equidistant. Youkilis back and well off the line at third. Same for Adam at first. Breaking ball strike. Another one on the count, 0-2. Trumbo guessing strike on that one. Didn't get it. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Too good. And he hits it hard for the base hit.
I'm sure that Jones didn't mean to put it there, but it's on the Menards pitch tracks, right down the middle and down. Too good a pitch on 0-2.
Howie Kendrick has struck out and then attempted a bunt, bunted it hard, and you throw him out. That's back through the middle. So 1 out, 2 on. And that'll bring up Callaspo.
That fastball down, again out over the plate. I think it just might have tipped the back of Jones on its way by because he falls off the mound to the first base side. Now Tyler going out there to tell him what signs he's going to use with a man at second base.
Callaspo has gone out to center and he is grounded hard to Dunn at first. Pops this one up. That's playable. And nobody catches it.
Well, if Ramirez hadn't gone out as hard, it very well would have been Viciedo who should have made that play. It's a very difficult play for a shortstop. You're running away from it. Bright sunny skies. And a ball that should have been caught is not. And Viciedo's got to make that play. One of the big reasons is the sunglasses are on his hat. So I'm sure his hat was shaded well.
So here's his Turris. He is 2 for 2 then has scored the only run of the ball game. Takes a pretty good pitch that we have not gotten today for a ball. All right to the bag. Yes. Rack him up. Made a good pitch on him. Jammed him. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still a 1-0 Angel lead.
And the bases loaded, only one out. Nate Jones makes a very good pitch, and it's easy after that. A 6-3 double play and out of the inning. And the Angels, who are looking to put some daylight between themselves and our Sox, come away empty.
Uke takes first pitch strike. He has walked and he has gone out deep to left center. Dunn on deck. Canerco in the hole. One pitch.
Angel bullpen up and going.
Good check in the count, 3-1. Cleveland has taken a 5-4 lead. Going to the bottom of the 7th in Detroit.
Jason Isringhausen, who appeared on Friday night. Menard's pitch tracks. He lays it right on top of the pitch he called the ball on the pitch before.
That ball hit hard. That speed will not help. That one, you can put it on the ball. Yes. Just a line drive out of here by the Uke. And this game is tied at 1.
Ford home run replay. Tries to get a fastball inside. And Euclid in a White Sox uniform has now hit 9 of his 13 home runs, 26 of his 40 runs batted in. And not many bigger than that one as he ties the game.
Here's Adam. Drops that one foul. Of course, with that home run by Uke, the Alex Nelius family will donate $100 to White Sox charities for every Sox homer hit throughout the course of the season. That is number 133. So $13,300 donated by Alex Nelius in loving memory of Ursula. Two and one. That is high to right field. Corey Hunter almost in his tracks. He just missed it. And that's out number one. That'll bring up Paulie, who is 2 for 2 today.
Aaron has passed the century mark.
Paulie takes ball one. Paul Wheeler's 2 for 2, hitting at .319 to go along with 17 homers and 53 knocked in. Count evens at 1. Two balls and a strike. Rios on deck. Line drive caught by Cayaspo. 2 down.
When that ball left the bat, Paulie thought he was 3 for 3. But it wasn't quite high enough. Cayaspo right there.
Takes that pitch down low.
There are the numbers so far. Pretty good numbers for Aaron. But Liriano also threw very well, going 5 innings, giving up a run on 4 hits, walked only 1 and fanned 4.
2-1 account to Rios. And there's a base hit. Reaches out and hooks it. Just the 4th hit, and that'll bring up Alexei.
Pretty good hitting as that ball was low, probably out of the zone, but he hit it hard enough so his tourist couldn't get to it. Butcher wants to know if his bullpen is ready. As Aaron's knocking at the door of 110 pitches. He'll get there in a few more.
Come on, Alexei.
He came close to picking him off and came close to throwing it into right field.
Alex 15 for 20 in stolen bases.
And he was breaking the wrong way, but he got back in under the tag. So says Doug Eddings, and that's the way it was.
Stay with him, Alexei. Alexei pulling off the ball. Viciedo on deck. Just a decent lead. One 7-0 for the Angels, 1-4-0 for our Sox. Pitch out. So 1-1 to count. A little bigger lead now by Alex. See if they do it twice. There he goes. And because of that, Kendrick was able to go over on the shortstop side, make the throw to first in time, and that'll retire the side. He had a great jump right there. Meanwhile, we're into the seventh, tied at 1. show that gives the fan on the street a chance to show off their sports knowledge and fill up their tank. Gas Money presented by Honda. Tonight at 7 only on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend. Borges, Wilson, and then back to the top of the order, Trout to face Nate Jones. Borges, 1 for 2, a bunt single. Two and 0 the count. Don't want to walk this guy, even though he only is 2 for 3 in stolen bases.
Second inning of work for Jones, who went into his second inning of work on Friday night. 2/3 of an inning last night.
Come back and get him, Nate. Four straight, no activity down in that pen.
Nate didn't have particularly good stuff in the 6th inning. And he starts it off with a 4-pitch walk representing the go-ahead run.
Bobby Wilson. 0 for 1 plus a sacrifice bunt.
It was his 11th sacrifice of the year.
And now make it 12. That'll bring up Trout. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. And somebody's going to have to hang out around second base. Even though he is only 2 for 3 in stolen bases. Breaking ball strike to Trout. A run on 7 hits for the Angels, a run on 4 hits for our Sox. That one at 98 down low. And that is sliced hard into the seats. So Jones on top of Trout, 1 and 2. Outfield for the most part straight up. Trout hitting .347, 19 homers, 58 driven in as he stands up to that dish.
Tyler has some confidence that he can stop a buried slider. It'll be a good pitch here.
Fastball at 98 and the count 2 and 2. Now Tyler wants to get on the same page. And a reminder, come see our Sox take on the Oakland A's Saturday at 6:10. First 20,000 fans get a camouflage cap, and it's a nice one, presented by Outdoor Channel and Xfinity. Purchase tickets by visiting whitesox.com or 866-SOX-GAME. All right, boys. Let's do some chunking here. He gone. Yes, at 99. He'll grab some bench for out number 2.
Big fastball. BMO Harris Bank pitch track shows you it has the entire plate. Trout just couldn't pull the trigger.
That'll bring up Hunter, who's 0 for 3. A fly out to left, a strikeout, and a little loop out to short, and here's the base hit. I'm going to say, cut it off. No, bad throw, but they're going to get him at second base. Run counts. 7th inning stretch. They lead it 2-1.
under 3. As you can see, some pretty good numbers so far. The right-handers have done absolutely nothing with him. He's got a very, very good overhand curveball. We've seen him in this series. It was on Friday night. He went an inning, walked 1, struck out 1, and he inherits a 1-run lead.
It'll be Viciedo, Flowers, and Beckham as the leadoff walk the top of this inning came around to score. That curveball up high. Yeah. 2-0 the count. Tank has struck out and popped up to right. Three and 0. Don't help him out. There's one. Fouls that one away, so the count now goes full. 2-8-0 for the Angels, 1-4-0 for our Sox. That one hit for us, it went out of the ballpark by Euclid, our lone tally.
Tank's got 17 walks, 344 at bats. But this is one where you like him to be extra careful of expanding that strike zone.
Ball hit hard. So the leadoff man aboard. Now Flowers is being called back.
Jordan Diggs is coming on the pinch run for Viciedo. AJ's coming on the pinch hit for Tyler Flowers.
So AJ keeps piling up his home run total for a season. Last night, his 20th of the year. AJ hitting at 288, 20 homers and 59 driven in.
As you would expect, doesn't have a chance to pinch hit too much because he plays most every day. It's 0 for 5. That's what he's done for his career. And again, when you're an everyday catcher, you just don't get that many opportunities to pinch hit.
Jacks it up and takes it low, ball 1. AJ's high in RBIs was 04 when he was with the Giants. He drove in 77. Yeah, it's 59 now. Jordan, pretty good lead. And he's got a 2-0 count with Beckham on deck. There he goes. He just missed it, I think. Stretch! Stretch! You can put it on the board! Yes! Yes! A two-run homer for Pierzynski, his 21st. And the Sox lead it 3-2. Mercy!
"21 home runs, 61 driven in, a towering blast, a Ford home run replay, and it was a fastball down. It's Borges that goes up. Fortunately, no Trout in center field. First bench hit of the year, and it couldn't have come at a better time.
Don't stop now, boys. There's nobody out. Here's Beckham 0 for 2. Fires that one out of play, so 1-2 the count. And 2-2. Right here, Gordon. Just got a piece of that fastball. So the leadoff single by Viciedo turned out to be a big hit.
Brett Myers now loosening in the pen.
Full count. Ball for a base hit. Let's keep it going. There's a shot. So Beckham aboard.
Isringhausen's fastball pretty straight today as he tries to get one inside. And Gordon hits a two-hop rocket to left field. And now Wilson going out to talk with Isringhausen, who's been shell-shocked here in the 7th.
Here's Diaza. 0 for 3 today. He's due.
Jerome Williams loosening in the pen. He was a starter most of this year. With the addition of Greinke, he moved into the pen.
Socha with that very slow walkout. So he's going to make the point to the pin. So Jerome Williams had enough time to warm up. Isringhausen departs. Williams comes on, and we'll be back. 844-4769. Mobile users get exclusive offers, deals, and contest info. And joining you enters in the drawing for our Ultimate Fan Package, where a lucky winner will receive 2 VIP game tickets and an autographed item plus Comiskey cash.
It's our Honda call to the pen. And it is former starter Jerome Williams. Now, Williams started 14 games this year, but lately working exclusively out of the bullpen on for the 20th time, a 6-7 record. An ERA just under 5. He inherits Beckham at first base, nobody out. Isringhausen came out for 3 hitters, gave up 3 rockets, and departs in favor of Williams.
Jerome Williams, 6'3", 240 pounds, 30 years old. Born in Honolulu, now resides in Fresno. So here's Diaza. Takes that pitch low and away. Williams, as I mentioned, born in Hawaii, never touched the mainland America until he came over to make his minor league debut after being drafted by the Giants. And that is outside. Here, the line shot caught. Just a bullet off the bat of Alejandro. A hang with him. Man, and that is out number 1.
His tourist standing in perfect position. He was shading him up the middle. Shortstop in a normal position. That's a base hit, but not this time.
So here's Uke, and here's what he did leading off last inning.
Here's our Xfinity high-speed action replay, and it was a line drive rocket of a home run, his 13th of the year. That one didn't get up too much higher than the fence, and he drove in his 40th run.
I noticed that glove of Jerome Williams is pink. He wore a puka shell necklace during his first 5 seasons in the majors in remembrance of his mom, Deborah, who died of breast cancer in 2001. As that's down low, but the shells were breaking off and falling off, so he decided to save it. Now wears a pink glove to remember his mom. One and 0 the count to Uke. First and 30, Uke. Decent lead by Beckham. Uke's not used to that last home run he hit. Playing at Fenway. That is just a single. And to count 3-0. Adam Dunn on deck, Konerko in the hole. takes a strike. Five tie, top of the ninth inning in Detroit as they host the Indians. There he goes. And he gone. So a full count.
Williams was fairly quick to home plate. Gordon looked back. And he's out by plenty. Kendrick just waiting for him to arrive.
And a payoff pitch. So the 2-out walk, and that'll bring up Adam. Adam 0 for 2 today. Last time up, he just missed one. High, towering pop up into right field. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for us. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors for them. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Adams faced Williams 17 times, has 6 hits, 5 of which stayed in the park. Checks it up. Two and 0 the count. Helped him out right there. And it's 2-1. They got a shift on. Kendrick back on the grass in right field. And there's a rope. Coming on is Corey Hunter, makes the catch. But the 2-run homer by A.J. Pierzynski will go to the 8th leading 3-2.
In left field, A.J. stays in the game behind the plate, and Brett Myers comes on now with a 1-run lead to protect. On for the 8th time. He does not have an ERA, and this is his 3rd performance in a row.
Pujols, Trumbo, the first 2, and then Kendrick. 0-1 the count. Pujols 1 for 3, a double back in the first inning. And Albert has homered in the first 2 games. 0-2. 3-2. Our Sox on top. He has 51 at bats against Brett. And those 51 at bats, he has 4 home runs.
And A.J. is homered in his 5th straight game. When you consider he didn't start and he only had 1 chance, that's even more impressive.
That is a new personal high for A.J. Last time he had 4 was yesterday, and the time before that was 05. Couldn't get on top of that one, and the count 1-2. Outfield here straight up, spread out and deep. Watch out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He gone. Hook. Yes.
A.J. joined some illustrious company. 5 consecutive games with a homer. Greg Luzinski did it in '83. Kittle in '83. Big Frank did it in '94 twice. Carlos Lee in 2003. Paulie did it last year. And A.J. And his streak is current. He's got a chance. He most likely will start tomorrow night and try to get to 6.
Trumbo is drilled again. He was drilled yesterday.
There's certainly no intention on this pitch, not in a 1-run game.
So here's Kendrick. He's 1 for 3 at a single in the 6th. Trumbo has 4 stolen bases in 7 attempts. Takes that up high.
Kevin Jepson throwing in the bullpen. We've seen a lot of him this series also.
There he goes. Ball, he didn't pick it up. Alex comes on. They're going to double him up. He did not pick up the baseball. And that will retire the side. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Canerco to lead it off as we lead it 3-2.
If you're going to run on a hit and run, the first rule is to pick up the baseball. When you don't, sometimes it costs you a ball game. This time, it cost them an inning. And the Sox will have a 1-run lead heading into the ninth because Trumbo was around toward third.
Paulie takes one way wide for a strike. Man. That's inside. 1-1 to count. Paulie is 2 for 3. 2 singles, and last time up in the 6th inning, hit a shot right to the third baseman. And here's another base hit.
Now it looks like they're going to take Paulie down for a pinch runner.
Ray Olmedo.
So big day for Paulie with 3 hits. Ray Olmedo comes into the game. He's a man called up from the minor leagues to take the place of Eduardo Escobar, who was traded to Minnesota in the Liriano deal.
Here's Alex. He's 1 for 3. Takes it right there. Pretty good lead by Ray. And the count 0-2.
Addison Reed getting ready. We have not seen him in this series, so he will be rested.
Three 8-0 for us, 2 8-0 for them here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Breaking ball, 1 out. And Sox fans, every White Sox Friday home game is United Faraway Friday. Each Friday home game, one lucky fan will have the chance to win 2 free round-trip tickets to anywhere in the continental United States that United Airlines flies. United proud to fly our White Sox, and we're happy to be with them. Mark Seipel, Sparky, Mike Corrigan, Bobby Garcia, Tanya, Jackie, Carolina, and all the good folks also at Atlantic Aviation.
Mike Butcher coming out. He wants a word with Williams. Just exactly going over with him what the scouting report is on Ramirez and telling him about the base stealing ability of Olmedo.
While they're out there, also a reminder you can join our White Sox in honoring the Chicago area police and fire departments, because August 8th at 7:10, well, that's Police and Fire Night presented by Underwriters Laboratories. Also, the first 20,000 fans get White Sox drawstring bags. That is August 8th, 7:10, Police and Fire Night presented by Underwriters Laboratories. Tigers have the bases loaded. Austin Jackson led it off with a triple. Nobody out in the bottom of the ninth in a 5-5 tie with Cleveland. So here's Alexei.
I'm going to predict they don't score because they're in the top of the 10th.
I'm going to get you. I'm going to give you my iPad, and I'm going to take yours.
I'm just going to make a prediction. I'm just guessing here, but I'm going to predict that.
Well, that does it. If you're right, I'm going to get this my grandson's iPad tomorrow.
That one's moving. Well, it's showing Antietam on there. That's that happened already, I think.
I told Eris yesterday, I said, honey, I got to get rid of this thing. She said, no. It's just the Wi-Fi around the ballpark.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the last straw. Right here, 1st and 30, Alexei. Want to know the count. Outfield spread out. There goes Olmedo. And that ball hit. Torrey Hunter cannot make the play. So here comes Ray. He will score. Alexei on his way to third. Safe. And the Sox lead it 4-2. Yes.
That'll be a number 50 for Ramirez. And Torrey Hunter laid out, did everything he could to try to flag that ball down, and could not make the play. A huge insurance run. By the time Borges could get to it, not in time to stop Ramirez from heading to third.
So Williams departs, and we'll be back.
Jordan Danks. It's Hisanori Takahashi. 0-3 ERA, just under 5. We saw him on Friday night briefly. Give up 1 hit, 1 run. Did not record an innings pitched. And now they're in at all 4 positions.
And here's Danks hitting at .314. No homers. He's knocked in a pair. Alexei at third with that 4th triple of the season for him. Want to know the count. AJ on deck. Wow. Boy, is that a wide plate for our guys. Meanwhile, Cleveland leading Detroit 7-5, top of the 10th. The scoreboard's more accurate than my iPad. 1-2 the count. Four runs, 9 hits, no errors for us. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors for them. And this is the rubber match of this 3-game set. Two and two. Come on, Jordan. Take him right back to the plate. There was not a strike thrown, and he calls him out. That's brutal.
BMO Harris Bank pitch tracks. And Jordan can't be expanding his zone that far outside. So he's in a no-win situation.
He just took the bat right out of his hands. That's bad. So here's AJ. The fact is terrible. In a situation like that. AJ, you better be swinging the bat. He don't want that man to score. AJ with that big pinch hit, 2-run homer last inning. That's brutal. Wow, that's so bad.
Just as we promised you earlier in the game, it's Miller time, brought to you by Miller Lite, and here is the Miller moment. It's a moment the bat struck the baseball and took a 2-1 deficit, turned it into a 3-2 lead. Home run number 21, RBIs number 60 and 61 for AJ. His first pinch hit of the year, and a big one.
Three and 1 to count. That's going to be foul and in the seats. Boy, that Mike Trout can cover some ground in a hurry. Wow.
Now, regardless of where he sets up, pretty much if it stays in the ballpark, you're out.
I don't know if I've ever seen a faster 2 outfielders than Trout and Borges beside each other. Got him, but big insurance run crosses the plate. We'll go to the 9th leading 4-2. 12 app for your phone, iPad, Android, and Windows Mobile. Get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text @BAT to 31826 or visit whitesox.com.
Addison Reed comes into the game, a 2-1 record, an ERA just over 4, but the big stat, 18 of 21 in save opportunities. And he'll have another one here with a 2-run lead heading into the top of the 9th. And now it's 20, 5, 6, and 7, looming large in front of him.
And Cleveland leading 8-5, still hitting in the top of the 10th. So here's Callaspo. 4-9-0 for us, 2-8-0 for them here in the top of the 9th. First pitch strike. Callaspo 1 for 3. Corners in close. Outfield straight up, spread out. And very quickly to count 0-2.
Addison moving up the leaderboard in most saves by a rookie. Barajas, 21. Shingo, right there, and Addison will pass them all before this year is over.
He had him 0-2. It is now 2-2. Don't go full. Take him right here. Try to get cute.
Tracks. That one well off the plate.
And the payoff pitch. And the dreaded leadoff walk. (0-2) to ball 4. And here's Turris. Is Turris 2 for 3.
They've got Morales on the bench. He has not played yet and available. And a switch hitter, actually.
One account. Addison with the 1-2. Just to it again. Angels 1 in the 5th. We tied it 1 in the 6th. They added 1 in the 7th. Big 2-run pitch at homer by AJ in the bottom of the 7th. And then the RBI triple by Alexei in the 8th. 2 home runs, Uke and AJ. That's the souvenir left side. So the count hangs at 1. First of that 3-game set with the Kansas City Royals. Casale against Luis Mendoza. And on Tuesday, Jake Peavy against Bruce Chen. On Wednesday, Quintana against Guthrie. He go. Big out.
Muth has been calling him out there all day. That's a big call. Looks like Iannetta.
So Chris Iannetta will hit for Borges. Iannetta was 1 for 7 in the first 2 games. Takes ball 1.
And assuming Iannetta does not ground into a double play, and he hasn't grounded into one yet this year. Got Morales in the on deck circle.
One and one to count. For the 29-year-old catcher. Last year with the Rockies, he had 238, 14 homers, and drove in 55. And the count 1-2. Just did get a piece of that one. That one at 95. Breaking ball low in the dirt. So a 2-2 count with Kendrys, Morales on deck. Checks it up.
Fredo Griffin making some friends.
Uke back off the line at third. Outfield straight up, spread out. And once again the 2-2 pitch. He gone. Gas. 2 down.
Hasn't just reached back, threw it right down the middle, and just overpowered Iannetta.
So here's Morales. He was 2 for 4 yesterday and 2 for 4 the day before. 4 for 8 in the series. There goes the runner. And that is into center field. When this ball comes down, this ball game will be over. So the Sox take the rubber match. Take the rubber match of this 3-game set. Liriano started, went 5 innings, pitched well before that injury.
Nate Jones, the right man in the right spot once again, runs his record to 5-0. And Addison Reed, his first appearance of the series, a successful one, as he saves number 19.
And let's check out our GMC player of the game. It is that big two-run pinch hit homer, A.J. Pierzynski. His 21st of the season. He is now homered in 5 consecutive games. That ties a franchise record. So for Steve Stone, for our director Jim Angio, our producer Mike Leary, our associate producer Dave Ross, our technical manager Mark Harper, for the executive producer Jim Corno Jr., for the mayor, Mean Joe Groove, up here in the booth, Mike Mayer, Joe Paulsback, Paul Carey, down in the truck and sound, Frank Leone. This is the Hawk. So long, everybody. You've been watching Chicago White Sox baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, now part of the NBC Sports Group.